shots, gentlemen.
Shooting for parts unknown. Robert Nelson at the line for two. That's his first personal foul.
Freak, thanks to you and your family very much for taking the time to meet with me. I'm going to be honest with you. We've been watching your game tape for years now, and you are our highest priority. We want to develop you from the...
like the sun that shines over the great state of California.
What are you doing?
What do you think I'm doing?
Like I said, what are you doing? Anyways, where is Freak?
Now, CC, you know your brother. He loves to make a grand.
Next year, I will be attending Wildcat Nation.
Wildcat
Here I come.
That's my boy. That's my boy. Wildcats.
I will be attending the great University of Arizona.
Yes.
I'm going to do my best to bring another national championship to Tucson.
No doubt,
It will be an
absolutely.
honor to add to the rich program that is present in Arizona.
Arizona, here we come.
Thank you all, and Wildcats, here I come.
I'm about to bring that heat.
Turn it up the heat.
Yeah.
Frequency vibrations. Well, you know that little dance he does? He came out doing that.
Freaking and vibing?
Oh my goodness, freaking and vibing. Yeah, he was running from the time he was 9 months old. I mean, really, the boy didn't crawl. He skipped that and went right to running around and getting into everything. He actually became, I guess, like a neighborhood mascot, you know? People were really proud of him. They come to those games and watch him, and then I could see that he became everyone's hope.
On today's season finale episode of NBA 2K TV, we have the
And welcome, college basketball fans. This is where you want to be, right here on 2K Sports. Some great action ahead, and we're happy to have you here along with us for the ride. Joined in the booth with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Louisville Cardinals and Arizona.
And guys, there's just nothing quite like a packed house for a college hoop game. You hear the student section rocking and the band playing. This is pure basketball.
Greg, there's a unique energy and vibrancy with college basketball that is unique. I mean, when you get two high-profile teams meeting up with future stars making a name for themselves, I think it just adds to the excitement.
On the court right now for the Cardinals, they've got Harrell. Rozier's out there with Sanders. Then it's White, and it's Mack in at the 5, roaming the paint. So he gets them both.
And with Arizona, you know they are going to be competitive year in and year out. They do a great job of recruiting, and they always seem to field a team ready to make a deep run in the tournament. Just a very consistent program.
And good on the basket. Book it. So it's Louisville now. Here's Rozier. Kicks to Sanders. The pass to Rozier. They set the screen to the middle. Here's Harrell. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket. And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Arizona on D. 4-point game. Louisville passing it around. And White kicks to Mack. And that one goes long. Freak with it. From 7, Mack grabs the miss. Here's Rozier. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
I got to find something, you're right. Freak, and it's off the back rim, no good.
Boy, it's been tough for Freak here in the first half. Not sure why he's been so slow out of the gate, but you can see he's not himself.
And guys, with the production he puts up, he's going to see a lot of different looks defensively. And seems to be throwing him off just a bit. Hopefully, he'll be able to relax a bit and just let the game come to him.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. Freak, he's in at center. Williams is out there with Mitchell. Then it's Goodwin, and it's Landry in at the shooting guard. Right wing, Russell kicks to Thomas, and he gets it to go.
And really a good job spotting his teammate near the bucket and then just pinpoint passing for the finish. And guys, over the years, Louisville has had a reputation of being a high-flying offense. You know they'll play at a high tempo and create a lot of chances. It's just what has worked for the program for so long.
And for Louisville, Payton is out there with Thomas. Then it's Russell. Then there's Price, and it's Hughes in at the 3. The small forward. Baseline try was shot by Payton, no good.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Greg, you said a moment ago, Louisville, a team that can get up and down the floor with great ease on both ends. They like to be... Clark the aggressor in every situation.
Well, Kevin, you're right. They've always been able to recruit tremendous talent. Not only skilled, but athletic players, too. And it's hard to think of a Louisville team that doesn't get up and down quickly. Got him with the turnaround there. That was as sweet as honey.
Good one. Dishes to Williams. Good one. Passes to Freak. And that one goes in as he is fouled. It will be 3 points if he converts at the line.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak. And he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Free throw off from Freak.
Boy, Arizona has had a lot of outstanding players in the NBA at all positions. For a while, they were known as a guard factory, and rightly so. Plenty of the outstanding guards have played in Wildcat jerseys.
1:15 left in the first half of basketball. Puts it up from 15. They grab their own miss. Lawson kicks to Johnson. Here's Freak. No good off the front iron. For the Arizona Wildcat program, a lot of great guards over the years. Perimeter players in general have been their strength.
Yeah, think about it. Andre Iguodala, Jason Terry, Richard Jefferson are some of the recent names. How about Gilbert Arenas as well? I mean, they've made their way also into the coaching ranks as well, with Steve Kerr doing a terrific job with the Warriors, and now Luke Walton, an assistant.
And goaltending is going to be the call, so they get the basket there anyway.
He almost got to that shot in time, but not quite. You can't touch the ball once it's on the way down.
Ewing's checked in for Freak. Here is Lawson. About 7 seconds. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Freak, he's in at power forward. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson, and it's Lewis in at the 5 spot.
You know, you hear about the once-in-a-generation player, and Freak just might be that for his generation. Big men can be most impactful on the floor, and boy, does he change a game.
That is what's so great about Freak. Even when he isn't scoring, you can see his presence on the floor. That is what great big men do. You can see how special of a player this kid has a chance to become.
On the court for Louisville, White is out there with Harrell. Then there's Sanders. And it's Mack in at center. Here's Freak. Louisville getting their last shot to go. Off target from the wing.
Well, guys, for Louisville in the last decade or so, it's been a bit of a renaissance in basketball. A title in 2013 gives them 3 total now. One of the premier programs in the country for sure.
And Harrell slams it in.
Taking it to the rack with power right there.
And hammering down with the two-handed slam.
Just piling on the lead with the dunk like that.
Hollis Jefferson passes the Freak. Lets it go from the wing. It's rebounded by Louisville.
And honestly, not real happy with the shot selection on that one.
Yeah, clearly a brain fade there. He's got to be a little smarter in his choice making.
Out to White. Puts up a 3. The shot is off. Arizona trails by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, I mean, a cold stretch offensively. They desperately need a basket.
Here's Freak. They get a hand on it. Oh, and a fast break for Louisville. Sanders' shot is good. And Louisville leads by 7.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
They better not. I mean, they've got to pad their lead anytime an opportunity presents itself, and that was a golden one.
Now, here's Lewis. Arizona with another miss.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
And Sanders kicks to White. Inside, tries from 10, and it's Harrell missing.
You can see how much the defense respects him. I mean, they were all over him on that look.
And here's Freak. Shot to stop the drought. Makes a big height bounce and goes in.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Arizona will go for a different look here. Ewing's checked in for Lewis. Mitchell comes in for Freak. Williams, he's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. And it's Jones checked in for Thomas. 59 seconds left to play here in the second half. Freak in at the 4 spot. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lawson in at the point. Arizona with another miss.
It's going to take something special for them to come back now.
Well, I would say something special and some luck as well, or good fortune, however you want to phrase it.
And I hate to be critical, but it's as if there has been zero effort given on the defensive end.
Well, you know you'd like to be critical at times, Greg. You love a healthy debate and being a contrarian, but you're right. I mean, this has been more a product of bad defense or no defense as opposed to great offense.
And it's a completely new group for the Cardinals. And now we've got the intentional foul. 40 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And he commits the intentional foul.
At the line, Arizona, Jack Lawson. At the line number 2.
Gets the first, and that puts them up by 5. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 6-point ball game.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
Here's Rozier. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. There's 37 seconds left to play in the second half. Some nice passing by Louisville here. A basket here, and this game may be all over.
Yeah, but the main priority, Kevin, has to be taking care of the basketball and using the clock.
And he makes the first of the 1-1.
2 shots.
Hi, everyone. A pleasure to have you join us here tonight. College basketball is in the air, and we are right in the midst of all the action. I'm Kevin Harlan alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. It's Arizona taking on the UConn Huskies.
And the thing you love about collegiate sports, the passion, the energy, I mean, the competitiveness and that hunger and drive to succeed and show what you have, it's really always a marvel to watch.
No doubt about it, Greg. And seeing these players out here tonight, I remember how the love for the game of basketball in those formative years when I was playing college was so invaluable. I mean, the experience you gain with excellent coaching and mentorship at this level, really a huge part of where you go with your talent.
Taking a look at Arizona. Freak in at power forward. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lewis in at the pivot spot manning the middle.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in, and that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
Well, for the Arizona Wildcat program, they didn't really become the force it is today until the 80s. Since then, Greg, Arizona has been a big player in the conference.
How about having a string of conference titles, 14 in total, all coming since 1986.
And for the Wildcats, arguably their best years were in the late 90s and early 2000s. In 1997, they won their lone college championship. A lot of trips to the Final Four around that time, too.
And Arizona has been on the upswing in recent seasons, though. They continue to come into the tournament as a high seed and win their conference. This could be the start of kind of a second golden age for the program.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Well, you could pick any team in the NBA and name a Husky that played for them at some point. UConn has had a big impact on the NBA.
I mean, UConn has had a lot of NBA talent pass through their school. I mean, it speaks volumes about how well they are able to develop talent and win championships. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
And Lawson, here we go. And his first shot of the game, no good. UConn with the ball. They trail by 3. Keefe's shot is good.
Good ball movement. He put that pass in the ideal spot, right where it needed to be. And, you know, you look at the Huskies, a big part of why they get so many future NBA guys is they recruit very well on the East Coast and around the country, for that matter. They are a premier destination school in the Northeast, and that part of the country loves its hoops. Usually, if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there.
Martin dishes to Joseph. UConn moving that ball around. Here's Keefe. And that misses. That would have put him up.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Here's Freak. And a big bounce off the rim, but it sinks right in.
I really think that's the area they want to work the ball into, and it's takes passing like that to get it done.
Huskies going with a whole new group out there. 1:44 left to play here in the half.
And guys, just thinking about all the great NBA players from UConn. Ray Allen, now retired, but he's the biggest name. How about Rudy Gay, Andre Drummond, Kemba Walker, Shabazz Napier? I mean, you could go on and on with the Huskies.
Taking a look at Arizona. Freak, he's in at power forward. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lewis in at the 5, roaming the paint. Free throw good, Freak. UConn trails by 5.
Wow, what a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know stardom is in his future. And now we can see them really working it inside.
Yeah, Clark, quality looks at the rim. That's fueling this run.
Pass to Keefe. Martin with a screen on Johnson. To the inside. That is good. And the Arizona lead is cut to just 5 points on the basket from Splitter.
Well, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
Lewis on top. They set the screen. And it's going to be a 3-second call. Williams is checked in for UConn. And Arizona also making a switch. Landry's checked in. There's 38 seconds left in the first half. Here's Keith. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
I like the fact that he led his teammate right to the ideal spot. You don't always throw it to your teammate. You throw it to where he needs to be.
Hollis Jefferson passes the freak. Again, Arizona.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
In the corner, it's Splitter. Inside, Keith. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. He has 6.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
Here's Lewis. Can't connect from 13 feet out.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that has been very close so far. Arizona ahead. They lead by 3. And don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here for the start of the second half. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If we can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
We've got Keith, and it's Martin in at the power forward. Taking a look at Arizona. Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lawson in at the point.
Boy, how about the Huskies and the success they've found in the tournament over the years? I mean, 4 titles for that program and all, with the first coming in '99. They've been absolutely dominant the past 2 decades.
Arizona leading by 3. Out to the wing. Down low. No luck. And the Huskies going the other way now. Keith passes to Day. Cutting the screen. Takes the 13-footer, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Martin's got 5 now.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And how? I mean, they're taking this defense to task, taking them to school. Every one of their last 10 points have come in the paint.
Lawson with it. Pass the Freak. 3-pointer. Can't hit. 4-on-3 break. They've got Martin. Also Pierce out there. And it's Keith in at the 2 spot.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And I say, hey, if it keeps working, go to it. Stay with it. I mean, until the defense responds and provides more resistance, keep making them pay.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Huskies.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
Something that also stands out tonight is the number of assists they have. I mean, that's a mark of a good club.
Lewis checked in for Arizona. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Arizona with another miss. The Huskies leading by 8. Here's Day. It's deflected. Goes back up. And so the ball out of bounds. Splitter touched it last. And Arizona with some changes. Mitchell comes in for Freak. And then for Arizona, Freak's checked in for Mitchell. And it's Johnson in for Carter. Arizona moving the ball around. Back to Lawson. Freak with it. Sims there. Sims with the rebound.
Good pick, but he just couldn't make it count.
Yeah, nice job of setting the screen by his teammate there, and I'm sure he appreciated it.
Here's the screen. Back to Howard. Sims inside. That's good. And so Howard with the assist. And UConn leads by 11. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. The dish to Lewis. Will it go? He squares up and sinks it.
If you're waiting for him to miss when he's that open, you're going to be in for a long wait.
Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
Pierce kicks to Sims. He dishes it to Howard. He feeds it to McGuire. The pass to Jennings. Here is McGuire. And so it's UConn with the win. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
They certainly put on a good show here at home, and I think they felt they had the edge and that extra little bit of confidence.
For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan along with... Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. It's the Michigan Wolverines and Arizona.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
On the court for Michigan, they've got Jones. Smith is out there with Ellis, and there's Flash, and it's Crawford at the 2-guard.
And you look at the long list of former players from the University of Michigan, a lot of big-name NBA players got their start as Wolverines. It's been that way for a long time.
Lawson dishes to Freak. That's good.
He got a little room at the rim and laid it in. Great play.
Well, Greg, you mentioned moments ago all the former Wolverines that have made it to the NBA. Michigan has been one of the best talent developing schools, Clark, for a long time.
And, you know, apart from the Fab Five group, Kevin, the Wolverines can also name Glenn Rice as an alum, outstanding NBAer, and Trey Burke and Nick Stauskas, recent grads from Ann Arbor.
Excellent use of the screen that time. Freak's got his third basket of the night right there. Here's Flash. It's Crawford on the wing. He kicks to Ellis. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup. Ellis has got his second basket of the game.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
And taken away by Ellis. And here they come. Flash misses.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
Johnson kicks to Freak. Shoots from 12. Again, Arizona.
I like the recognition of the mismatch there, immediately making the defense pay.
To the middle. Ellis, that's good.
Well, Merry Christmas. I mean, that was a freebie. On
defense, Michigan trailing by 2. Johnson kicks to Freak. Again, Arizona. Here's Flash. He feeds it to Crawford. Jones, no one around him. Buries it from three-point range. Jones has got his first 3 points of the game.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Stolen by Ellis. Here's Flash. Lawson defending. Here's Smith. Oh!
I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is the 2 points, not the dramatics.
Oh, come on, Clark. He had to go for it, didn't he?
Yeah, but hey. He's an athlete, and I can't fault him for that one. Although, if he missed it, I might have.
Freak in at power forward. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson, and it's Lewis in at the 5. And for the Wolverines, we've got Flash. Ellis is out there with Jones, and it's Smith, and it's Crawford at the 2. Now here's Ellis. He has 6. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
And it's a completely new group for Arizona. And the second half of basketball is about to get underway, folks. Welcome back to this broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports.
Guys, we had a tight game through the first half. I think we'll see more of the same coming out of the break.
And it's just going to take one big run for one of these teams to establish control. If Freak can get hot, his team has a great chance of coming away with the victory.
Freak, he's in at the 4 spot. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Johnson. And it's Lawson in at the point. And for the Wolverines, Ellis is out there with Jones. And it's Smith. And there's Flash. And it's Crawford at the 2 spot. That drops.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Outside, Jones for 3. Again, the miss by Jones. Now, Arizona with it. They haven't given up any points here in the second half.
And fancy finishes like that look great, but, man, it's embarrassing when you blow them.
Crawford, no luck.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Stolen by Ellis. Plays it in off the breakaway. Ellis has got 10 points in the game.
And you can see the importance of that steal. I mean, really a 4-point turnaround with the conversion at the other end right there.
Yeah, the importance of the defense there. Instead of giving up the bucket and having that 5-point deficit, all of a sudden, we got a tie ball game.
And here's Arizona now. The Wolverines making their last shot. The 17-footer. And that one's good. Freak. He's got 14.
Watch out.
And Michigan has possession. A 2-point game. Ellis. And that one's good.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
The Wolverines shooting it. Teams changing it up here. Here's Flash. Freak in at the 4 spot. Johnson is out there with Hollis Jefferson. And it's Lewis in at the 5 spot. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Wolverines.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Yeah, I think you also have to give them a lot of credit for how well they've risen up to meet shooters, to challenge shots in this game. A lot of blocked shots tonight.
And he gets it to go. And now a 3-point Wolverine lead.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
And, Greg, you know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Now here's Lewis. Shoots a fader. Here's Freak. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
And he can't get the second one to drop either. Coming up empty that time.
When you're hot, you're hot. And that's certainly been the case for Freak. He has 14 points, and he's still working hard for those rebounds.
And that's what he has to do. Solid effort on the glass can make such a huge difference on most nights. Not the biggest fan of that shot, but he had the space to get it off, so why not?
To halt the run, offensive rebound, Lewis. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
The Wolverines making a switch here. Jones is checked in, and both free throws good for Lewis.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Kicks it to Cunningham. Can't get it to go. So Arizona will take it the other way. 1:16 left in the second half of basketball. Johnson, the pass to Freak. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. 16 points for Freak. And the crowd roaring to life.
That was a huge shot. They're just about dancing in the aisles now.
That was as big as it gets. They are definitely going to enjoy that one.
Ellis, he's checked in for Cunningham. And stolen by Freak. And here comes Watson, leading the fast break. Money! He has tied up this game. Oh, what a shot.
That was massive.
You know it. He's stepping right into the spotlight there.
They double him with Freak. 43 seconds left to play in the second half. Smith with a screen on Lawson. Ellis outside. 6 to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. Nails it!
And don't be surprised if we see a lot more of that to come. I mean, when he gets going like this, it is not easy to slow him down.
Lawson dishes to Freak to take the lead, and Jones pulls it down, and they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure, it's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
We've got 13 seconds left here in the second half of the game. And now they decide to foul intentionally. Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. He's off on the free throw and able to get that second one to drop in.
And a chance here to send it to overtime.
Got to see the three and be the three if that's going to happen.
And it's Freak missing. And so they foul intentionally. And so the first one is good. He'll stay at the line for one more try. And so both free throws are good. And it's a 5-point game.
And that's exactly how you close a game out. Those free throws will bury them for sure.
And so it's Michigan winning this one. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for them, Greg. They really had to work for this win.
That's a good point. I mean, weaker teams might have buckled at the end with the crowd amped up, everyone in the building kind of rooting against you, but they stood tall and pulled it out.
Well said. For Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for tuning in to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. Welcome, everyone. It's the night we've all been waiting for. The college tournament finale is upon us. And for two teams, this marks the end of an incredible journey. And the energy is contagious here in the building.